Hey girl, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Minna. What is going on? I'm just moving my hair back because put that on. I have on a robe. This is what happens when I don't know what exactly I want to wear, but I need to wear something in order to film. So this is what you get, a robe. Anywho, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. Today I'm trying out the NYX I almost said butter gloss. What an tarnation. I'm trying out the NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation. This is the color Cocoa. Very exciting. Let me do my lip primer, e.l.f. lip primer. This is not the darkest of the shades. This is the darkest shade that I found at my Walmart. So I really hope that this fits me, because if it doesn't, then I'm gonna wipe my face off and go sit down. Let me prime my face first and then we can go into that. Let me not. This might sound counterproductive, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm gonna use this Revlon mattifying pore reducing primer. Mattifying primer, luminous foundation. Is this luminous? Yeah. Radiant is luminous. You know, I did my skincare routine, so it's hydrated. It's just like an all-around balance, you see. Just because you're wanting your face to be matte doesn't mean that you don't do your skincare routine, doesn't mean that you don't hydrate. And I already have on my vitamin C for the day as well. One thing I'm missing is SPF. Do not follow me on that. You need SPF every single day. In fact, I forgot. I need to actually look for an SPF that's not going to leave me white. I've heard of Black Girl sunscreen. Have you ever used Black Girl sunscreen? I wonder if I should get it. Comment and let me know if you have heard, and you've heard of it. You have to have heard of it. Have you used it? Comment and let me know. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, dear God. I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned. It don't look that bad, but it matches my hand more, and my face is darker than my hands. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh, this might work for me. This might work. Naturally Radiant Foundation. Do we have any, any explanation? It wasn't in a box. So it's not like this is gonna, excuse me, we don't have any details on this foundation. I guess I need to go to Google. What? Is there a strobe light on the web? Ooh. Okay, this is $10 at Ulta Beauty. Let me look in the mirror because I gotta get close to this and see. Wow, yeah, it is luminous. Gotta go easy on the edges of my face, on the perimeter, so you know that I don't take a lot of product when I get to the edges of my face. I like to sheer it out because, like, come on, who needs a kicked up hairline? I mean, this could work. This is looking kind of full coverage to me because I had some blemishes right there and we don't see them anymore. This is red. Cocoa is definitely red. It's not like crazy red, like the kind of red that I can't stand. It's not like that, but this is definitely red. I don't think going any lighter would help me, and who knows? I could make this work. It is like kind of red though. Let me cover my eyes. I'm not gonna do eyeshadow today. We're gonna do our natural look. I didn't know where I was gonna go with this. Soft, glam. It ain't gonna be soft. Let me know, I promise you that. It ain't gonna be soft. I like it to be, you know, glam. Natural, but glam. Like, who has time? I'm feeling like I'm getting demarcation on my chin. So I wiped off some on my tissue and I'm just going like this. I forgot to color correct, but I'm actually glad I didn't. This foundation is so red. I feel like color correcting with the red orange situation would just make me look like a cuckoo person, and I don't want that. All right, this is pretty. Wow, I do see luminosity on my face. Dang, why do I look so red? Let me change my settings. Lower down my saturation. Yeah, so I lowered down my saturation because it was making me look too wild. I don't look like an Oompa Loompa, okay? Wow, this is pretty. It feels comfortable. It's luminous. And y'all were right. It doesn't like look like a grease. I don't look like a grease ball. It does look naturally radiant. And it's full coverage. It covered up my blemishes. Yes, wow. Here, let me get the iPad and see what they're saying about this. How to use it. It's foundation. What do you mean? Dab it. Feel free to layer for fuller coverage, okay? Okay, it's a buildable medium coverage glow foundation. It has an inclusive range of 45 flattering shades. So you know what? If I go to Target, I will look for another shade that is neutral because this one is red and I would love to try this in a different shade. So this is deep with a warm undertone. I'm gonna try deep rich. It's got a cool undertone, so it's not gonna be red. All right, so let's make this work because if you know me, I usually just try to make things work. Even if my foundation is gray and pink. Like, what's happening? Okay, this is the Morphe concealer in the color C4 3.5. This is actually a Morphe sponge and it's really affordable. I like to blend my concealer toward the middle of my face first before I go into the front because I want the front to set more. I want it to be more pronounced. Then turning this over and blending this down. I'm gonna come back to that. Now that we have let the inner part of the concealer set more, now I'm gonna blend it so that there's more coverage because I want this line to be a lot more pronounced. And when you let your concealer set a little bit more before you blend it, it's not going to move as much, therefore giving you more coverage. And although this concealer is matte, it did allow for some time before drying, which is good. There's some matte concealers that don't allow you any time. Like if you were to have done that, you would be looking real stupid right now. And I don't want you to look that way. I don't want that for you. Gotta be careful if you have any hyperpigmentation anywhere that you're putting this highlight concealer, you could potentially end up wiping it off. So you want to go a lot slower in those areas. So for instance, under my cheek, if I had any dark spots, I would need to go and be careful or just not even do it because it will take off the foundation and you'll see whatever dark spot I have under there. And to contour, I'm using Juvia's Place Congo Stick Foundation. This is a nice deep color for me and it doesn't move very much. So when you use a liquid concealer to contour, it moves around. It's like hard to control unless you really know what you're doing. I like a stick foundation to use as a contour because it doesn't move around. Move around meaning like when I'm doing this, it's not sliding everywhere. It's staying in the area that I put it on, which just makes life easier. When it's moving around, if you're not careful, your contour ends up being foundation, and then again, you're looking stupid. I don't want that for you. Now, look at that. I took too much. However, I'm going to show you how we gonna make this work. So you're blending all of it in, getting it into the hairline, of course, because that's very, very important. I know it's annoying to have to wash your makeup off your hairline. If you have braids or you got on a wig or whatever you got going on, your hair's natural and you blow dried it and all this stuff. It's annoying and I do recognize that, but it's important that we get our makeup into our hairline, ladies. You want it to look as natural as possible. Now I'm putting this sponge everywhere where there is a line so that there are no harsh lines. And I'm doing that before I apply my setting powder. Just looking to make sure nothing's looking wild. I'm pressing it onto my tissue to get off any extra product before I go in and blend. I don't want to take any of the contour and put it onto my concealer accidentally. Now, under my cheek, just want to clean that up because it did get a little messy. And then turning this over to blend. No harsh lines. No harsh lines. No harsh lines! All right. Oh, I forgot my nose. Oh, I don't do this, but look, there's product on here. Look at that. Ooh, come on. Come on, precision. What is that? Oh, let me take this brush that normally has product on it. I usually use this for this part. Maybe this has leftover product on it. Yes, it does. Praise the Lord. So I didn't have to add anything to it. Now you're probably wondering, well, then that means the brush isn't clean. You right? It's not clean. You're right. How often do you wash your brush? Questions, okay? I've been using this setting powder a lot because I'm just, first of all, it looks beautiful. And second of all, I'm just fascinated by how white it is and how it doesn't leave me looking white. Like, it's just awesome. It's very finely milled. Ciate London Everyday Vacay setting powder. About to use this girl to set everywhere that I highlighted, okay? I'm just taking off excess product, making sure I have no creases before I dip it in here. Let's turn this over and use the precise side. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. All right, so I finished my face and I'm wearing Mented Night Lip Pencil on my lip. And on the inside, I'm wearing this color called Thick Skin by Kveen. It's Q-V-E-E-N. I don't know if it's Kveen, not really sure, but I got that in my BoxyCharm and I like it a lot. It's a nice nude lip color. This foundation looks great. I mean, I do have on highlighter. So the highlighter I'm using is the Mented ABF. This is season number 2. This is what it looks like. So pretty. And I used very subtle, but it's still there. And then a blush. I'm using Mented Clay Too Much and Peach Please. Always usually use those two. And these lashes are my China lashes, honey. I'll link to you below my Amazon storefront. You can find lashes just like these for a low price, obviously. And if you have Prime membership, you can get them in 2 days. But this foundation, I do like it. Like, it doesn't look overly dry. It looks comfortable, although it was really red in the beginning. It has evened out. Oh, powder that I use in my face is my usual CoverGirl, blah, blah, blah. You already know all that, right? But it looks really good. It looks good, okay? So this I will use as one of my more hydrating foundations, like Radiant, you know. I have on a shimmer, like obviously the shimmer that I use, but I can still feel a little bit of the luminosity, like especially around my nose here. It's not completely dry. It just looks good. It looks comfortable. It looks good. If you don't like it's not exactly dewy, like wet, you know, but it's not mattifying, obviously. So I would say that this is in between. Almost like when you look at lips, you have a matte lip and you have a lip gloss, then you have a satin lip, which is a comfortable mix of the two. I would say this is what I would call this foundation. I like it a lot. I do. So you're right. I forget who it was, but I felt like it was one girl on Instagram who kept saying, you got to try it. It's not that bad. It's not that dewy. You're going to like it. And I was like, oh, I don't like stuff called Radiant Glow and stuff. That ain't really for me, but I do like it a lot. So do you have the foundation? Comment and let me know. Do you like it? What color are you wearing? Do you wear this all the time? Have you ever tried it? Should I do a side-by-side comparison perhaps with this and another foundation? Comment and let me know. And as always, glad you're here. Thanks for watching.